complaints about this plate holder or whatever you want to call it. It's just terrible. There's loads of vibration, plate keeps coming off, screws keep coming undone, and all of that. This is what I'm talking about. It's done this 3 times. I get people waving me down to stop. Mate, plate's falling off. It's so annoying. Whoever designed this to go with plastic screws, a bloody idiot. Anyway, let's fix it. What I've done is I've taken these metal screws down here, painted the edges, so the back end, done it black, so it kind of matches the ones before, the plastic ones. I mean, it's a lot safer, it's an M6 screw, and it's much better than this plastic one. I mean, these plastic bits are so flimsy they come off straight away. So a short while after the MT09 2017 model came out and was announced and everything, a couple of months later I think RNG announced that they're doing this new tail tidy for it that changes the end of the swing arm, something a bit neater and tighter, and changes it from this big bulky thing to something nicer. I've ordered it months ago. I've been waiting for it for months. Apparently they had an issue with the swing arm bit that goes like the curved bit that comes with it. That small accessory on the curve thing took months to come in, and that was the only thing that they were waiting on. They had the lights, the cables and everything else, and finally today they told me that they've got the plate, picked it up. Haven't paid for it yet, didn't have my card on me. I need to call them back and pay for it, make sure I don't forget, embarrass myself. And yeah, picked it up, looks tiny. I think it's gonna look amazing on the bike, so I can't wait to put it on. I'll probably, I don't know, attach it tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna make the bike look so sexy. So we finally got the box. This is a tail tidy. The box includes a manual. So the manual is really well put together. You've got images, instructions as well. Solid manual. Then you got some cables. You've got the LED light, the one that goes on the top end of the tail tidy. You've got different screws and bits and pieces and cable ties and everything else. It's good. This is the bit that goes around the corner. I think this is the bit that they had problems sourcing. I mean, it took them, what, a good couple of months. I think they had everything ready, the whole kit was ready, and just to get this bit ready, it took them like a good couple of months to get it as they wanted to get it. At least that's why they said they had all the delays with the delivery and everything else. And in here, you've got this tiny bit to replace your current tail tidy. Looking clean. Yeah, that's it. Looks tiny. I mean, yeah, tiny. I was impressed when I saw how small it is. I believe that's it. Let me just tell you the tools that you're gonna need to put this together. If you're gonna order it online, make sure you've got the tools at hand. They are a set of metric Allen keys to include 4 and 5 mm, 6, 10, 12 spanners, cable cutter, show length of double-sided tape, and Phillips screwdriver. Yep, I think I've got everything. So yeah, let's just put it together. So first of all, you're going to remove the cover on the chain guard. We're going to remove the top bolt and then the push rivet. So you're going to remove the chain guard cover, expose the wiring. You're going to see the connector as well. The funny thing is, to the connector you can connect any light. So use the one that came, that's the one. Use the one that came with the tail tidy, or use any other one that you have. And then we're going to focus on the 4 bolts on the plastic OEM cover that's on the back. So let's go over there now and take them off. So you've got 4 bolts here. Just undo them, unscrew them, and that's it, job done. The plastic cover's off, you can't fully take it off, but we're going to focus on the metal sheet underneath, and you've got 3 bolts as well here.
plastic cover and the metal sheet are the bits that are going to go in the bin, and now we're going to focus on these two bad boys over here. We're going to undo them, remove the metal bracket, the curved metal bracket, but keep the screws in as they are. Cool. So once that's out the way, we're going to cut the cable tie that's holding the wiring together. Cut that plastic bit. And once you do that, you're going to want to get all the cable out of the housing in here. So you got all the cable going in grabs. Once the cable's out, you've got two screws at the far end, those two. You're going to want to remove them so you can get the cable loose and replace this cable with the new one that comes with the new light. We're going to get it out and then put the new one in the housing as well. Let's go. So this is the old cable with the socket. Make sure you give yourself at least 55mm of cable when you cut it, and keep the black housing as well, because that's going to serve to protect it from water and dust. Take the curved bracket and mount it together with the small bracket, the metal one. You're going to fit the lights onto that. Don't tighten it too much, keep it a bit loose, because you're going to want to line it up with the larger sheet of metal onto which you put the plate on. So this is the larger plate. You're going to get 3 screws to put this together. Make sure that the longest one is on the bottom left hand side and the 2 short ones are at the top and on the right hand side. Line them up, screw them together, and then you're going to get the light, and the light's going to fit at the top as well. You're going to put the cables through, put these 2 screws through those 2 holes, and then tighten everything together. That's it. Easy, isn't it? Now once you've put everything together and everything's assembled, you're going to start wanting to tighten the screws. So you've got the 3 big screws, the silver ones, and then you've got 2 that go to the back of the LED light right here. So this is what we're going to connect to the old socket that we've cut, at least 55mm, remember? So you put all the wiring together, attach it, and that's it. Job done. Now switch the ignition on and make sure that the light works, just a short test. Now remember, you want to keep the old wiring loom, the black one. I've used some electric tape as well just to seal it. I've got the curved bracket which is going to go back in place, but first we're going to put the cable through its housing where you had the old cables through. It's going to go in there, loop around a few times, and then come out on the other side. Make sure you put the screws back on and secure it properly so it doesn't fall out or come out. So the cable's in. I had to loop it around a couple of times just to make sure it's not too long on the other side. Use some plastic wrap ties, so that small black one, just to hold the cable together. And I've also used one on the other end, so over there. Use some electric tape because I just felt that red and black cable was a bit too flimsy, flapping around everywhere, so just try to tie it down a bit. It didn't work, took the bike out and it just came straight off, so I don't know, up to you if you want to use it or not. It goes straight up to the light is connected up properly, and everything should be working because remember, test it before you put it all together. And that's it. Now all we're going to do is put the plate back on, put the cover back on, and we're going to take it out for a spin, as I said, just to see what it feels like and what it looks like. The plastic cover goes here. You're going to attach it with a screw once you've put it on. The screw is going to go through all the way, and you need to screw the screw in, and then on the other side of the screw you've got this nut that screws onto it as well. So the screws in, I'm gonna put a washer on the other side, and then on top of that washer that I'm gonna slip in, I'm gonna also put a nut. So the nut, make sure you've got a 13 spanner, not a 12, because it's actually a 13 one. We're gonna move on to the chain guard. You need to put that back on, then we're gonna have the pressure rivet. You're gonna pop that back in, and then you've got the bolt that goes on top of that as well in the left hand corner. You can see it there. And the bolt is the last bit that you're gonna put on. Once you've done that, bike's ready to go. And that's how you get rid of the MT09's biggest design flaw, I think. This is a lot smaller, neater, tighter. It basically changes the whole look of the bike. Looks like a completely different bike, as you can see more of the tire, and it looks just a lot better design wise.